Welcome back, everybody. This is Ayad Boudiab. I'm a senior .NET application developer, and as you've noticed in these videos, we've been discussing ASP.NET, specifically ASP.NET 4.0, but I'm going to cover all the details of ASP.NET from the beginning all the way to the more advanced stuff. In today's video, I'm going to discuss a few items. The first thing, I'm going to show you how we can look at the control tree, because as you know, when we build a form and we have controls within controls on our page, we have some type of tree structure that we're looking at, and we can just simply look at how we can have this control tree and the structure of it by doing it trace equal true on the page. The second thing I'm going to talk about is the ASP label, and see how we can have the attribute AssociatedControlId to kind of associate a label with, for example, a text box. So that will be easier for screen readers, for blind people, and things like that. And the third thing that I'm going to talk about is the literal control. And there are many ways we can use the literal control. One thing that I need to show you in this video is how we can have the literal control in the title, so we can have more control on the title and change it dynamically as our page is running. So the first thing then, I need to create a project and see how we can view the control tree of our page. Let's go ahead and get started with the project. File, New, and as I discussed with you before, most of the videos that I do are related to website. So I created a website and then I put all my code in there versus a web project. That's what I'm talking about. In this case, it's in the file system, and the location is fine in here. I'm going to specify the name, and in this case I'm going to say label and literal controls. And it's an ASP.NET website. It's ASP.NET 4.0, and I'm going to click OK. That will create for me the skeleton of my website, and as you will see shortly, we already have the structure with the with all the files and the style sheets and so on that show up on our page. And as soon as that comes up, I'm going to add a couple controls to the page, and then we're going to see the control tree and how that gets displayed. So in here then I have my page, and with the the structure of the files and so on. Here it is. I have they give us accounts and then styles and scripts and information like that. I have the default at ASPX. I'm going to right click and then add a new item to my website, and that new item is a web form, and I'm going to call this web form control tree. You might not see the whole page in there. Like add. That will give me a simple page called control tree with the HTML code. Okay. So inside the div here, I'm going to add a couple of things. I'm going to add a label, a drop-down list, and a button. So let's go ahead and do that. Add a label. Okay. Let's say in here, welcome to our control tree. And then underneath that, I'm going to add a drop-down list, and then under the drop-down list I'm going to add a button. Okay. Now after the label in here, I can simply add a break. Same thing here. Okay, that's good enough. You notice that's the drop-down list for the label and a button. I can always look at the design view and see basically how my page looks like right now, and then I can go ahead and add some items to it, and it says error creating control. Let's go ahead and see what items we need in there. And inside the drop down list, let's see what we can have. I can have ASP list items, and then the text and the value. Okay, text equal, for example, I can say in here item 1, and then value equals 1. Okay, let's go ahead and copy all that, and let's do this one, item 2, and then item 3, and name this one 2 and 3. Let's go ahead and save, and I'm going to that's the control 3.